Life is worth living, but for some of us, we have to find our own story. Most people throughout the world and throughout human history have been happy with packaged made stories. Stories that a religion, society, culture give you, to where you have a role, but your role is decided for you. And you are granted a place, but that is your place. Some of us have to find our own context. Some of us have to find our own story. Some of us have to write our own. And you'll find if you're a spiritual person, if you're somebody who or thinks deeply, let's not even say spiritual, say very philosophical, very deep thinking kind of person, you're not going to be happy with the story that's given to you either by family, culture, religion. You're going to want to figure things out for yourself. And you may circle back around to actually liking the story that you were given or liking other stories that you find in different cultures amongst different people, from friends or just from random people. You might find stories everywhere, and one of them just might click for you. But whatever story that you find, try to figure out what your context in it is going to be. Don't just decide that you're the hero, or you're a villain, or you are the loyal dad, or you're a good parent, or you're a hardworking mother. Those things are good, but your individuality is buried. And if you're the kind of person that's not satisfied with just one of those stereotypical or cliche slots in life, you're gonna need to dig deeper and deeper within yourself. There's a seed of truth and knowledge within all of us. It's buried, and it's usually buried behind what seem like weaknesses or what seem like strengths, but you're just not quite good at it yet. You got to dig within yourself. And if we look at the circumstances that we're born into and our predisposition, our likes and dislikes, we kind of get little taglines to what our deeper nature might be. Sometimes we feel more than other people, and things hurt more emotionally. And that feels like a burden, it feels like a pain, it feels like a weight. But then, later on we might realize that we're hurt easily emotionally because we feel more. And that allows us to understand other people more deeply and better, and even connect to animals better. You'll find that if you're a more emotional person and you're really tied into your emotions and other people's emotions, that you connect to animals very well and they connect to you well. If you feel like you can't really, lift as much or run as fast, or you're not as physically adept as other people are, but there's something in you, just that drive to get better. Sometimes it takes finding that plateau. Maybe you start off on the plateau, but then once you hit your muscles just right, or you learn how to run just a little bit better, or how to move your body just slightly differently, and then boom, the gate is open. You start gaining muscle, or you start running faster and better. Perhaps you have what seems like a reading disability. And then once you start to focus, you start to realize you're really good at logical problems. It's just the reading part's difficult. So you start thinking about reading like a formula, and then boom, gateway's open, and you start to be able to read and comprehend very quickly. Whatever it is, there's a lot of things that we happen upon and within ourselves and early on in our abilities. And there's things that we happen upon when we get older. A lot of these examples might have been when you were younger, or maybe not, but when you were younger. But when you get older, let's say it's really hard for you to find somebody, a match that you can really connect to on an emotional level, on an intellectual level, on a kind of cultural level and personality level. It's really hard for you to get all of those tickets and just boom, 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 boom. And perhaps it's because you're looking for all of them. You start to realize, oh, you're looking for all of those things. And perhaps you need to find the one that you care about most, like a real deep emotional connection. And then follow that into a person. And you might uncover whichever one of those that you need most, whether it's emotional connection or spiritual connection, whatever it is, or any of the things that I mentioned. Follow that line within a person. And you might find that if you have one of those connections strongly with that person, then you follow that line, and once you get to know a person, start hitting those other tickets, those other things that you want from somebody. And perhaps you've kind of hit dead ends in all the jobs that you've taken, and you don't really feel like you found your purpose, and they're okay, and they make you money, they're all right. And you have all these creative, artistic talents, but you can't figure out how to make them work with, actually making enough money to pay bills or something like that. And then you start to maybe talk to more people. You start to try to network more. And then you realize, like, there's all kinds of opportunities that you just didn't know about. And perhaps somebody one of the artists that after you start networking has a job or a proposal from a company that's looking for a certain kind of designs for a video game or a book series. You have to get creative to find your own context, your story, and your own context in it. Don't waste your individuality. You are diverse, no matter, everybody's diverse. And the reason why I said, very few people, there's fewer people anyway, that want to find their own story and don't just take the package or think deeply, is because everybody has something deeper within, but that initial interest and that just really need to find a story and just not clicking with things around you, that is somebody their soul has been pushed to the point, who has advanced enough to where their soul is just screaming to find who they are. And for most other people, it's more of a whisper, but it's always there. The desire for story, context, and individuality is always there. But if you're watching this video and this is hitting home for you, then your soul is screaming to find your own path, your own way, your own uniqueness, and how you can use your strengths to advance in your life and find new strengths. And you'll find that all of the things that are deep within yourself that you uncover for yourself, they always connect to other people in a way that you never imagined possible, because the universe connects us to people that we need to be with, that we need to meet. It may take a very long time. It may take almost our entire lives to meet the right people. But you'll find that what's unique about you clicks and connects with what is unique about someone else once you find it. And then boom, you have a new friend or girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever it is, colleague. And then you start making more connections. Find your own uniqueness, and that will lead you to others who are also unique in a complementary way. At any rate, this has been a little bit of a rant about finding your own story, realizing your own uniqueness, and perhaps making your own context in whatever story that you find that just hits home. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that thumbs up down there. It really helps out the channel. Like this video. Please feel free to leave a comment. And most importantly, I hope all of you have a wonderful day.